Who turned their haunted barn into a comedy show? The old wooden barn stood quietly at dusk, waiting for the evening adventure to begin under the stars. Timmy Tinker and Chubby Max stepped into the dim barn, ready to turn the space into a spook house. With careful hands, Timmy rigged the creaky doors to swing open at just the right startling moment. Chubby Max donned his spectral sheet, practicing his best spooky walk between the tall haystacks. They carefully hoisted the skeleton, ensuring its bones would rattle perfectly when the guests finally walked through. Excitement filled the air as the local children arrived, forming a long line outside the creaky doors. Then, the purple lights flickered on, casting long, eerie shadows across the barn's worn, wooden floorboards. Suddenly, the terrifying beastly roar faltered, turning into a tiny, high-pitched hiccup that broke the spooky tension. The skeleton, intended to dance, gave the audience a friendly wave, making everyone burst into hearty laughter. Meanwhile, poor Chubby Max got tangled in the curtains, turning into a very round, fuzzy, white cocoon. Gradually, the guests stopped feeling scared and started to enjoy the show as a comedy act. By now, an uninvited guest, a curious goat, wandered in and decided to join the spectral fun. When Timmy turned around, he found a ghostly goat staring back at him with silent, golden eyes. Panic ensued, and the team scrambled away while the goat trotted after them in playful, happy circles. It became a hilarious chase, with the goat leading the charge as if it were a playful spirit. The goat stood still, looking at them with the expectant expression, waiting for a tasty, crunchy reward. And then, they offered a bunch of fresh greens, which the goat happily munched on with delight. From the sidelines, the children cheered, finding the spontaneous goat show much better than the original plan. Later, they counted the coins, realizing they had gathered enough for all the children's books they wanted. They made a silent agreement with their new friend, offering a daily reward of crisp, fresh vegetables. The goat became the star of their little house of horrors, a perfect mascot for their fundraising efforts. In the quiet that followed, they tidied up the barn, feeling proud of their unexpected and funny success. When the moon rose high, the barn looked peaceful, holding the memory of their delightful, silly, and spooky adventure. Timmy checked the mechanism one last time, ensuring that the next show would go off without a hitch. After the long day, Max took a break, resting his feet while looking at the piles of books to be bought. The little goat curled up in the corner, dreaming of the crisp vegetables that would come tomorrow morning. They stepped out into the night, closing the barn doors behind them, locking away the wonderful, happy memories. Slowly, they walked home along the path, their shadows stretching long under the soft glow of the moon. Their minds were already buzzing with new, even crazier ideas for their next fundraiser at the barn. When they reached the crossroads, they parted ways, both feeling the quiet satisfaction of a job well done. Timmy returned to his home, feeling the comfort of the night settling over the entire green valley. Max, too, arrived home just as the last of the evening light began to fade behind the trees. In the gentle breeze, they remembered to prepare the fresh vegetables for their new, horned little mascot. The thought of all those happy kids reading new books made the day's hard work feel so worthwhile. Everything was quiet, the world sleeping soundly under the watchful, soft gaze of the bright evening moon. The soft wind rustled through the garden leaves, whispering stories of the day's playful and funny events. Within the small cottage, the light continued to glow, providing a sense of comfort and homey peace. Every small detail of the barn, from the waving skeleton to the surprised goat, felt like a dream. They felt a deep sense of gratitude for the simple joy that their little community effort had brought. As the night deepened, the candle flame flickered, casting soft, dancing patterns against the quiet, wooden walls. The long, event-filled day slowly came to an end, bringing rest to the two heroes of the barn. And then, under the shimmering stars, all was calm, waiting for the next bright day to start again. What began as a carefully planned scare quickly became the funniest night the village children had ever seen. The broken roar, the waving skeleton, Chubby Max trapped inside the curtain, and the fearless goat transformed every mistake into a new joke. Instead of hiding their failed effects, Timmy and Max followed the chaos, turning the unexpected chase into the heart of the show. The children laughed, cheered, and gladly contributed coins, helping the boys raise enough money to buy the books they had hoped to provide. By the end of the evening, the curious goat was no longer an intruder but the barn's newest star, earning fresh vegetables for every performance. Timmy and Max learned that a plan does not have to work perfectly to create something wonderful. Sometimes the most memorable success begins with a mistake, grows through quick thinking, and becomes even better when everyone is willing to laugh together. The haunted barn had finally found its unlikely hero.